sis, how are you doing? Welcome to NAACP. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very, very important, and it's about yourself, your life, and the rest of it. And you all know that the NAACP issues a travel warning to the state of Florida, and you all know Florida is openly hostile towards African Americans, and now they have also canceled diversity, equity, and inclusions. And you all know what has been going on in Florida. I mean, cancel Black, cancel CRT, cancel everything about history, cancel everything about Black people. And as it stands, a whole lot has really been going wrong in that place, and they are issuing this warning because they do not want you to go to where you will not be safe. Please do not go to Florida if you do not have something doing there. If you live there, please, I hope you stay safe, and I want you to also be very careful, right? And I do not want us to take this warning for granted, because there is a reason why this is out here, and it is all over the internet, and people are talking about it. People are also like, the ones that are there are also looking for a way out. And I really hope you actually find your way out of there, because I am not sure how safe Florida is right now for a Black person. I mean, they want to cancel everything about Black. Cancel it. That is where work goes broke, according to Ron DeSantis. Please, I want you all to be safe. So with that being said, I am going to roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Or straight up, I am rolling the clip.
NAACP is calling for a Florida travel advisory. I did that video a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, letting you know that the Florida chapter of the NAACP was appealing to the national headquarters of the NAACP to issue a travel advisory, a travel warning to Black people. If you travel to the state of Florida, you in danger. And on yesterday, the NAACP, the national organization, finally issued that travel advisory. Here's what the NAACP had to say in their bulletin. Today, the NAACP Board of Directors issued a formal travel advisory to the state of Florida. The travel advisory comes in direct response to Governor Ron DeSantis' aggressive attempts to erase Black history and to restrict diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in Florida schools. The formal travel notice states that Florida is openly hostile toward African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ+ individuals. Before traveling to the state, please understand that the state of Florida devalues and marginalizes the contributions of and the challenges faced by African Americans and other communities of color. The notice goes on to say Ron DeSantis and the state of Florida have engaged in a blatant war against principles of diversity and inclusion and rejected our shared identities to appeal to a dangerous extremist minority. We will not allow our rights and history to be held hostage for political grandstanding. The NAACP proudly fights against the malicious attacks in Florida against Black Americans. I encourage my fellow Floridians to join in this fight to protect ourselves and our democracy. So it's not just the NAACP that has issued travel advisories. The website Florida Equality Florida has also issued a travel advisory. And the American Civil Liberties Union, also known as the ACLU, has issued a travel warning to Florida. In addition to those warnings, there are warnings issued in other countries telling their citizens not to travel not only to the United States, but specifically Florida. Before I end this video, this has been sitting on me for the past few days, and so it's not going away, so I have to speak on it. To my Mexican brothers and sisters, I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for the Black community as a whole, but I see what is happening to your community down in Florida. I see how Ron DeSantis is treating you and devaluing you and your community. For decades, we have been calling for our Mexican brothers and sisters, our Cuban brothers and sisters, our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters to join us in the fight against white supremacy. And unfortunately, you all have ignored us. When we were out protesting, I didn't see you. While we were fighting against white supremacy and these racist, systemic laws, you joined in with the white supremacists and you were racist towards Black people. And yet, we still were calling for you to join us because what affects Black people, we knew that it will affect people of color. And now that these white supremacists are boldly and blatantly attacking you, these racist systemic laws are affecting you, you are calling for Black people to come together with you to protest. Don't be shocked if that doesn't happen. But now that your eyes have been awakened, you're late, but welcome to the party. Thank you for watching my video, and please make sure that you're following me on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Breaking tonight, the NAACP issuing a travel warning for the state of Florida, and this is all in response to what the group calls, quote, aggressive attempts by Governor Ron DeSantis to erase Black history and to restrict diversity and inclusion programs in Florida schools. Earlier this year, DeSantis rejecting students' access to AP African American Studies in all Florida high schools. The formal travel notice states Florida is openly hostile toward African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ+ individuals. Before traveling to Florida, please understand that the state of Florida devalues and marginalizes the contributions of and the challenges faced by African Americans and other communities of color. Other organizations representing marginalized groups in the state, including the Florida Immigrant Coalition and the LGBTQ Civil Rights Group, have also issued similar advisories.
Another thing that's bothering me is I moved my stupid ass back to Florida and they're trying to kill us here, y'all. I'm not. Like, people think I'm crazy, but no, I just research, I watch trends, I read books, I'm fucking smart, I'm not crazy. The NAACP just passed a fucking travel advisory that Black people should no longer travel to Florida because of Ron DeSantis. Like, please, Lord, give me some reprieve. Let me at least get out of here before they start rounding us up for a Holocaust-like situation, because I cannot take, like, I read that and I had a full-blown anxiety attack. I cannot be here and I am stuck here for now. And I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, all this is in my brain. And it's there for a reason. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
The Florida chapter of the NAACP has asked its national board to issue a travel advisory warning Black Americans not to come to the state. This is due to anti-Black legislation. Lee County Chapter President James Mwako cited the feud between Ron DeSantis and the College Board over the AP African American Studies course as a cause for concern. Florida has a history of these feuds. Just last year, Florida passed the Stop Woke Act, banning critical race theory. At Palm Beach Atlantic University, a Christian school, an English professor was fired for teaching racial justice. Ron DeSantis calls this a stunt and a joke and refused to answer questions dealing with the AP African American Studies course. So if you are a Black American, they are suggesting you not go to Florida.
On a more serious note, the NAACP just issued a travel advisory for people to avoid Florida because of Governor DeSantis' recent policies. They issued an official statement saying that Florida has become a hostile environment for Black Americans. This follows right after Governor DeSantis signed legislation on Monday prohibiting colleges from using public funding on diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. So if you were planning on going to
All right,
Miami
so
this
this is all
summer,
we got from the stitches, and I am going to start by if you are living there, if you are living in Florida, I hope I hope you take care. I hope you are more careful, and please, you all can see the message that it's going across everywhere. Please, if you are not there, don't go there because it is not safe for you. And I mean, a whole lot has been going on there, and this advisory is something I think you all should take very seriously. And please don't go there if you do not have something important to do there. And I hope you all are safe out there. Be good. And this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the support and love. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.